Hi friends. Okay, so hello, I'm Paige. This is going to be my YouTube channel slash like podcast channel, vlog channel. We're branching out, we're trying new things. But yeah, if I don't stare at the camera, it's because I'm shy, okay? It's because I'm nervous. This is my first thing that I'm ever planning on uploading on a massive internet platform. Anyway, I have some notes here, of course, to keep me on track. So, where to begin? Let's do this as like a cute little first date intro. So, I'm Paige. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm 24 years old. Some things about me: I grew up in Austin, Texas. I lived there, born and raised there, and then at 12, I moved here to Georgia and did middle school and high school. Education background: I did a year of university at the University of Louisville. Go Cards. Met the most amazing people. And then after that, I went to college in the middle of COVID. So my freshman year was fall of 2020 to spring of 21. And I was paying out of state tuition to live in a shoebox of a dorm room. So also I had the most messed up idea of what college was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like the Visco sorority Alabama type of deal. I used to watch Blue Mountain State. I don't know if any of y'all know what that show was about, but probably don't watch it. It's actually so raunchy and bad. It's basically like American Pie meets college meets TV show. I believe it's on Amazon Prime if you really are curious. But yeah, basically it's just like a big party scene, and I, for some reason, had that ideal in my head that that's what it was gonna be. It was not, especially during lockdown. So I also had no idea what I wanted to do in college, and my parents never pressured me into, you have to go to school, you have to get a degree, you have to get a job. Obviously, they were like, the real world, you have to get some form of education and you have to be able to pay for what you want. If I want to live on my own, I have to pay for it. So after, it was around spring break of my freshman year of college, I went home and I just had to sit down with my mom, and I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do college. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know anything about this. I feel like if I keep pursuing this, I'm just going to do good enough and pass by, and that passion is not there. So she said, okay, I hear you. Let's take a gap year. So this gets me to cosmetology school. After we had that sit down, I finished out my year and finished with a pretty good GPA. I think I finished with like a 3.0, 3.2 GPA. Like, there's something in there, believe it or not. And then I always grew up loving the beauty industry. I used to have a cosmetology mannequin head that I learned how to do braids on. I did makeup on. I'm not the biggest makeup girly, but hair and skin and nails, I'm your girl. Back to the story. Basically, finished first year of university, then I decided to go to esthetician school. If y'all don't know what an esthetician is somebody that specializes in skincare specifically. So a cosmetologist is someone that can pick a certain specialty, but a master cosmetologist is someone who can do everything, which is skin, hair, and nails. Yeah. And then there's nail technicians. You go to the nail salon. There's lash technicians. I am allowed to do that. And then there's hair or cosmetologist, which is typically more hair and makeup. When you speak about cosmetologists and people who have those licenses, and then nail techs are typically, they stay in the nail realm. I haven't really seen too many nail techs branch out, or they will have other licensing on the side. Then there's the esthetician license, which is what I hold. It's different for each state. So I got my esthetician license in Texas and was practicing there for the past 3 years. And now I've had my esthetician license transferred to the state of Georgia, where I now practice. And I love it. I love that my life took me down this route. I love that I get to make people confident and feel beautiful in their own skin without makeup. Not to say that you can't feel confident in makeup, but it's the little things like that. And I'll of course share some stories and things like that of some clients and stuff. But yeah, in a nutshell, that's what I do. So I work in a day spa currently, and I'm doing facials where I'm analyzing people's skin, looking at their issues, looking at, kind of things that are bothering them, giving them tips and tricks at home, which I definitely plan to share with y'all as well, which is honestly what really made me want to start this podcast, YouTube, vlog, whole thing. Is I only get so much time with each person individually, and I just want to be able to yap about the specific details and about different options and about different concerns, because I get so many people that ask the same things over and over and over. But yeah, essentially that's the main goal of this. But for this episode, we're just hanging out. It's a meet and greet. It's a first date vibe, getting to know me. And I hopefully get to know y'all. I will totally link all the socials and everything in the meantime. Anyway, back to the list. So, essentially, for work as of now, there's definitely comes in waves and things like that. In spas specifically, most of them will be commission based. Oh my goodness, hang on, bleep that, go back. Other licenses that I carry are laser hair removal license. Snaps. I have yet to play with that one yet. I have yet to get a job associated to where I am able to zap hair with lasers and do all that fun stuff. But your girl is applying, your girl is reaching out, and your girl is doing her best. And this is what leads me into how work is on a day-to-day basis. Being in skincare and in the spa kind of business, it comes in flows and it goes up and down with how busy and things you are. So typically what happens is I am commission based. So if I don't have anyone on the books, I am not getting paid. I'm not gonna say anything else because, like I said, I love my job. I'm grateful for my job. I love every single thing I do, and it pays for this beautiful apartment I'm able to pay rent for and this wonderful view that y'all are getting behind me. I don't know if y'all can really see the view. I hope you can, because I paid for it. Anyway, right now it's the slow season, so I think that's what's really pushing me to start this as well. I just have so much time at work to just have ideas bouncing around in my head, and I'm very ADD. I don't write anything down. You're also gonna notice that I bounce around from topic to topic all the time. I'm gonna futz with my hands, I'm gonna futz with the hair, all that jazz. We're unmedicated. And I don't plan on being medicated, because who wants to do that to themselves? Who? Anyway, but yeah, so it's a slow slump at the spa lately. Typically, I've been explaining this to other coworkers and colleagues as well, because they get down in the slumps, and there's not much you can really do, especially when you work for a corporate company. in terms of like marketing and reaching out to people, but hey, like I said, gives me time to get this little side hustle up and moving. I don't know. I don't want this to be a side hustle. I want it to be like a video diary or like an extended FaceTime call with my friends, because that's literally what I do. Like, me and my best friend, we will Snapchat. I don't really use, well, I do still use Snapchat. Don't come for me. Actually, comment down below, is Snapchat dead? Because I'm really curious. Like, I'm 24. If a man is asking me for my Snapchat out of the bar, I'm walking away from him after I get my free drink. But I'm walking away from that. Are you kidding me? How old are you and you're asking me for a Snapchat? But then again, it's also like, I have so many friends now that live in Texas, that live in Kentucky, that live in Georgia, that have moved for jobs, that live in California, that live like everywhere else. That is the one platform that like I get to constantly see them on. Like, we're not gonna text every day, you know? Like, I do have those friends and we will text and FaceTime every now and then, but it's just, I don't know. It's nicer being able to see their face in real time. And I'm not messing with the Be Real. I'm not messing with Be Real. Be Real started and flopped so hard. And it's only one time a day. I need consistent. Anyway, where was I going with this?
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Hang on, chat. It'll come back to me. Let's look back at the notes. Yeah, work is dead. So, hobbies. Great transition. I guess this is gonna be my new hobby, because honestly, it's like, girl, what are you nervous for? The 95 views you're gonna get on YouTube? I don't know. But I am gonna try really hard to at least be consistent with this alone. I am trying to be on the TikTok wave and, you know, the Instagram, Pinterest, collage, carousel, all that jazz. And honestly, it's like, if I brain rot that many hours a day on social media, why should I not be contributing and people brain rotting to me? Weekend plans. What is today? Today is Saturday night. If that tells you anything about my weekend plans, it's Saturday night at 10 p.m. and we're hanging out together. Not that I don't love hanging out, but I don't know. I'm also am in a little bit of a financial pit. Not saying that like we're in debt or anything, but the credit card definitely needs to be locked away for a week or two. She doesn't decline. Oh, it's so bad. Anyway, payday is Tuesday, so fingers crossed. And there's no rent, but we have car bill. And what is the other? Oh, I have to pay Wi-Fi. Ugh. It's 2025. Why am I paying for internet? But yeah, weekend plans. I did have a little pool day with the girly poos on Thursday, which was really fun. Unfortunately, Georgia weather, it loves to downpour and then be as humid as the Amazon rainforest outside. So that did not end up going as planned, but it ended up just turning into a Love Island watch party and a gossip sesh, which I'm never going to complain about. Honestly, I was kind of glad it rained because I was a little sunburnt myself. Other hobbies, I drove up to my parents' house because I had to get a cavity filled. Yeah. Also, the dentist my mom put me on is so amazing. The one we were going to literally would poke and prod us, and it was torture. And I know those middle-aged women loved it. They knew they were torturing me on purpose, because tell me why I'm going to a small town, you know, mom and pop dental office now, and they are the kindest, sweetest, most gentle people ever. I did also finally meet someone that was like 2 degrees of separation away from me, but like she was like, oh, don't you recognize me from high school? And I was like, girl, first off, she was like 2 or 3 years below me in school. I don't know how y'all did high school, but I didn't speak to anyone that was below my year. Sorry. I maybe spoke to 5 people above my year. I didn't even speak to people in my year. I went and hung out with my rowing team. Yes, I did. I was on a rowing team in high school. No, that's hard, okay? Anyway, but yeah, she was like, don't you recognize me? And I was like, bless your heart, sweet girl. I'm so sorry. No, I don't. And then she like dropped the name and I was like, we might have to clip that. Guys, I don't know how messy I want to be. I really don't know how messy I want to be because it's like, I'm not going to say names. Like, I'm like, the inspirations for this are Brittany Broski, the canceled podcast, the Brittany Broski report, the canceled podcast, and Vanilla Mace because she's so fabulous. I love all of those girlies. Brooke, I don't really know enough about her, but I've always been a fan of Tana, and I just love what they do. And I like how Tana is around Brooke and how she has kind of grown, but also how Brooke has very much grown as well. Yeah. But I don't know how messy I want to be. Also, I don't really know who's going to be watching this, and I don't really give a hoot or a holler who sees it, but it's going to be awkward as hell when I go and have to get my teeth cleaned and she starts to poke me because she saw me make a weird face. Sorry. God, can't a girl have an opinion nowadays? Anyway, but yeah, my current obsessions, speaking of the Broski Report and Vanilla Mace, are those 2 girls in general. Vanilla Mace, she is so confident in herself, and she definitely inspires me to just like not care. Like, I watch her vlogs and she is just the silliest, goofiest girl ever. And it's also just like, I see myself wanting to do that. Like, she's like, oh, hey friend, like, can you hold this for me, while she like holds up a cute picture and stuff. And it's like, that's what I want to do. Like, that is, yeah. So, and then the Broski Report is just absolutely gosh darn hilarious. And the more and more I watch it, the more and more I realize that there never is actually a topic ever, but it's always cohesive. I don't know how she does that. I don't know if it's she's got some different ADD than I've got or what's going on, but we're both Texas gals. Hi, Miss Brittany. But yeah, her rambling, it just goes so cohesively, and I don't know if it's her editing skills or if it's just her brain waves working like that. I couldn't tell you, but my brain follows it every time. So hopefully the brains that are watching this will follow me as well. And if not, I will probably over-explain something 3 different times till you get it, till I'm sick of it. So you'll be sick of it. But yeah, so basically this is the quick rundown of what's been going on and what my hope for this channel and podcast is. And now that I'm sitting here, we're probably like 10-15 minutes in. I'm really glad that I'm not feeling as nervous. I do notice myself keeping looking around. I don't have a viewfinder. If I had a viewfinder, it would be way easier for me to just like stare at my own reflection, but we don't have that right now. When Brittany says it's me in this room alone, girl, it's me in this apartment alone. You should be glad I don't have my dishwasher going because I really was about to do that. I also have a full load of laundry that I need to actually put away. I need to hang and fold. So we are going to get on that maybe. I don't know what it is. Does it like, first, I'm not even washing the laundry myself. All I'm doing is flipping and turning it, and yet I don't have the energy to put it away. I match all my socks and then I can't fold the rest of my clothes. I don't know what it is. It is the most energy draining thing ever. Couldn't tell you. Anyway, but yeah, so that's really all I do have to yap about. I didn't really do anything today. What did I do today? Woke up, brain rotted, which we are going to try and get better about that. I'm going to try and start limiting myself because I feel like since I'll have this to edit on and work on and things like that, I won't want to be on social media as much, or I won't want to see what other people are doing. So then I don't know. I think that'll also help with being like self-conscious or something about that. Not that I'm self-conscious, but overthinking and perfecting it to out of the bottle, and then it flops. Not that it flops, but it's just, you ever look at a picture so long that it stops being good, or you like spell a word over and over and over again and it doesn't sound like the word again? I do that all the time with myself. So hopefully when I edit this, that doesn't happen. But I just want to say thank you to all of my Pookies that made it all the way to the end. This actually isn't the end because anytime I end a phone call, it actually goes on for 5 minutes to 10 minutes longer. And that's exactly how the end of this podcast / vlog / YouTube is always going to end. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to do my best to be consistent about this. It's Saturday right now, so I'm trying to think of the best release schedule that will be one, entertaining for y'all and best time to watch, like a good Sunday rot. But also I don't want to record it on a Thursday and then I do something fun on Saturday and y'all don't get to know about it until the next week. Like I said, we're ADD and I don't write anything down. We are utilizing Apple Notes more and more, so we'll see about that. But basically, your girl still has a 9 to 5. Technically not a 9 to 5 because I get to pick my own spot, like hours that I'm at the spa. So I work Sundays to Wednesday, and I'm thinking I will be recording on Fridays or Saturdays, editing Sunday morning, and hopefully releasing. See, that's the thing, is I would want it to release on Sunday morning so that when all of my bestie girls are hungover as shit, they have someone to listen to. They have someone to hang out with, you know, give them more lore, give them more juicy gossip, juicy tea. Like I said, I don't know how messy it's going to get on here, but you never know. I do intend to have guests. I do intend to have the besties on here and things like that, but for now, it's just me, my iPhone, and my ring light, and us against the world. But yeah, definitely go hang out and see what I'm up to on socials. I'm going to put Instagram and TikTok in the description. And I'm trying to think if I actually want to start like an Amazon storefront. Like if I did that, would y'all use my coupon? Would y'all use my code? Let me know. Anyway, this was really fun. I'm glad I finally did this. Is this going to be a one-take wonder? We'll find out once I watch it back. I also do have to figure out how to upload all of this onto my computer so it doesn't take up storage in my phone. And then I also need to figure out how to edit it all together. Probably going to be using iMovie. I'm not even kidding. Yeah. Yep. We are using iMovie. We are. And you are on your iPad right now. Yep. That's how we're making this work. Okay. Victoria Paris did it. Victoria Paris used to edit all of her YouTube videos on her computer on iMovie, pretty sure. Girl, I just about did a whole podcast with no video on GarageBand. If it works, if it's there to utilize, come on. But yeah, I think it's like 10:30 or something now. Like I said, this is on my phone, so I can't see the time or anything. But it is just about my bedtime. This ring light is burning my corneas. And, oh. Girl, it is 11:35 the next day. We're getting this uploaded. And the only reason it took me so long is because, like I said, we have a 9 to 5. Had to go to work today. Anyway, hope y'all enjoy. Mwah. And yes, we're using iMovie, so if you have a problem with all my sound effects, no you don't. I didn't even show y'all. Look, I've got my cute little Rudy's cup full of big old sweet tea. Oh, delicious. I've got a Love Island episode to watch. Well, it's an After Sun episode, but this late in the season? Who knows? Or I'm gonna go watch a murder mystery documentary series on Netflix. Netflix stays having the best murder crime shows, promise. But that is, like I said, all the yapping. I think I'm just... See, once you get that ball rolling and the bear is out of that cage, it's... Annie. I'm talking about Annie. I'm talking about Annie. I'm talking about... How is that song? I'm talking about Annie. I ain't got no pen zone. Ain't got no pen zone. I ain't got no pen zone on the dance floor. I ain't got no pen zone. Ain't got no pen zone. I ain't got no pen zone on the dance floor. Okay. Anyway, love yous. Bye.